small town dynamo who took the world by storm.
This fame thing's a little weird.
A fearless trendsetter who has influenced millions.
You guys are dressing like me.
And a self-confessed attitude junkie with an aggressive streak you don't want to mess with.
None of those guys mess with me.
But recent erratic behavior, a dramatic image change, and a penchant for self-destruction have critics wondering if she's merely a shadow of her former self.
I'm still the same, I'm just like older.
So the question is, how did this skateboarding tomboy evolve into a multi-platinum punk pop hero? And will her ever-changing persona be accepted by fans?
For every person that likes you, there's like 10 that hate you.
I was born to do.
2006 was a banner year for AVRIL LAVIGNE. She unveiled a sophisticated new look and landed a coveted modeling contract with Ford Models. She launched an exciting acting career and was hard at work on her hotly anticipated third album.
Hey, hey, you, I know that you like me.
In July, AVRIL tied the knot with longtime love Derek Whibley in a fairy tale wedding ceremony.
So I walked around telling everybody, I want to marry him.
Canada's favorite skater girl was growing up, revealing a softer, more feminine side.
Now I'll wear heels, whereas before I was like, God, I'm not wearing heels.
AVRIL LAVIGNE's quick rise to the top of the pop charts started in the quiet Ontario town of Napanee. From the beginning, it was clear that AVRIL wasn't like the rest. She was a spunky child with big dreams.
I started out in church. I didn't start off punk.
Were you a bad girl?
No.
Skate punk?
Yeah, you could say that.
My personality has like a bit of edge to it, and I guess that's why there's a bit of edge to my music. I like to be aggressive, and I guess that's why I have some aggressive songs.
AVRIL was different from other girls, but it was this in-your-face individuality that would someday appeal to young women around the world who also didn't fit in. Hurt and upset by the schoolyard taunts, music helped AVRIL get through the tough times. In the confines of her bedroom, she taught herself to play guitar and began experimenting with songwriting.
Writing is a very important thing to me. It's like my therapy.
I've always been a really sensitive and emotional person, and I was always, writing letters to people, and that's how I express myself best, is on paper, writing it down.
Wait.
I think you start it and you go.
Oh, yeah.
We had to sing country songs, and then I was like, Mom, I don't like these songs, and I didn't really want to sing gospel music and country music anymore. I was getting to the point where I was like, okay, this is kind of embarrassing.
AVRIL rushed to the studio to record a Shania song. Her father drove the cassette over to the radio station with just minutes to spare. The following Monday, AVRIL found out she had won. The Lavigne family drove to nearby Ottawa so AVRIL could perform on stage with Shania. AVRIL blew the crowd away and won a standing ovation. The win encouraged AVRIL to continue looking for that big break.
This is when I start to bite my...
Finally, she could envision a career that stretched way beyond small-town Ontario.
I didn't have an ego or anything like that, but I just knew that I would end up doing this for the rest of my life.
In a bold move, AVRIL quit school at 16 and headed to New York City to record some demos with a network producer. Word of AVRIL's talent spread like wildfire through the New York music industry, all the way to Arista's new president, L.A. Reid. He had helped launch the careers of TLC, Usher, and Pink. But the studio sessions were frustrating for AVRIL. She was looking to communicate her strong emotions through her music, while the hired guns were looking to turn her into the next Britney Spears. Recording an album was a dream come true for the talented tomboy from Napanee, but AVRIL was conflicted about being turned into something she wasn't.
people try to like mold artists and make them into something like pop stars and like people that they're not.
Avril struggles to find her voice as the pressure mounts. And when her success spawns the inevitable backlash, it's almost too much for the young singer to bear. But the New York sessions were frustrating for Avril. The writers had ideas about what she should sound like, and the 16-year-old Spitfire was determined to find her own voice, no matter what others were telling her to do.
Right now I feel invisible to you.
In a few short years, Avril had graduated from fighting schoolyard bullies to fighting boardroom bullies, and she was doing it with her trademark fire.
I wasn't signed as a singer-songwriter, and I let them know that I wanted to write. I don't want to be singing someone else's lyrics. I want to sing what's mine.
Life's like this.
So my first question is a biggie. I want to know why you had to go and make things so complicated?
I didn't make things complicated. Boys made things complicated. Life made things complicated.
And the record company knew it. As a vote of confidence, Arista sunk over $1 million into the video, an unheard of sum for a freshman release.
It is a dream come true, for sure. It's what I've wanted ever since I was a little girl, and it's happening. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see what happens.
By July of 2002, the madness had begun. The public reaction was shocking. Complicated went #1 for a record-breaking 11 straight weeks. And Avril's debut album sold millions of copies.
Things happen really fast.
I had no idea it was going to be like this. Everyone's screaming my name for some crazy reason. They should leave.
Just like the days when she was the bullied girl in the schoolyard, Avril's fiery attitude set her apart from the crowd.
This is me. I'm real. I'm not fake. My body parts are real and not fake.
She sings. She doesn't lip sync. She's like herself on stage.
I love her personality and her music inspires me.
Avril started a fashion revolution with her punky DIY style.
I like the way she dresses.
This next song is called Nobody's Fool. It's about being yourself and sticking up for it.
I dress the way I would normally dress. Like when I go up on stage, I'm not going to get all up in a bikini and sparkles. I'm just going to wear what I'm wearing like right now. My mom made me dress up for church when I was little, and I'm not really into that anymore.
Do you like these shoes? They're so weird.
I was doing a photo shoot one time, and I was like, I'm not wearing that stuff. And the girl went around telling everyone that I was difficult. That's what you get. People call you a bitch sometimes when you're really strong-minded and strong-willed. Maybe I am.
Avril created a stir with every move, including when she called Hillary Duff a goody-goody and told Rolling Stone magazine she wasn't afraid of a barroom fist fight.
It's like for every person that likes you, there's like 10 that hate you. Whatever. There you go. He said that. He just screamed, Avril Lavigne sucks. There you go.
It doesn't really bother me. I don't really care.
Thanks, Kat!
Because, you know what, I have my fans and
She'd fall in love while the whole world watched.
are you in love?
Let's not talk about personal life.
Avril was also busy working on a third record that she promised fans would be something of a musical reinvention. But growing demand for insight into the married life of the miniature starlet set the paparazzi into overdrive. Pictures of Avril and Derek filled the weekly magazines and gossip blogs. It was a loogie-lobbing deja vu the very next night.
I wasn't actually sorry for what I did. My behavior was towards paparazzi, not fans.
Well, you can hear it.
On the best damn thing, Avril reveals a new side. She lays out her pop persona with infectious delight.
I totally evolved and went to the next level.
The album is brimming with confidence, and the singles have her fans in bubblegum rapture. This Canadian wild child has an undeniable lust for life.
people always say to me, oh, you're so different now. It's like, well, I just grew up. That's what we all do as
Avril Lavigne was born to be.